As you sit there breathing deeply, your mind already opening like a lotus flower under a blazing sun, you're ready to absorb this wisdom like a sponge soaking up the ocean. You've been caught in the spiderweb of drama, haven't you? That sticky, suffocating trap where emotions swirl like a tornado, pulling you into chaos you didn't create. But here's the secret. You're already a master of navigating this, even if you don't know it yet. You're a tightrope walker, balancing between peace and pandemonium, and today we're teaching you to dance across that rope with the grace of a panther. Picture yourself as a kid playing hide and seek. You knew when to stay still, when to run, when to dodge the seeker's gaze. That's you in relationships, sensing the storm before it hits, feeling the air shift like a brewing thunderstorm. Maybe you've diffused an argument with a well-timed joke, or you felt that gut instinct when someone is trying to pull you into their emotional quicksand. That's your unconscious mind, already wired to spot the shadow game. Jung's term for those buried primal urges that crave chaos like a moth craves flame. You've been dodging drama your whole life, like a quarterback weaving through a defensive line, even if you didn't call it that. Now imagine you're a scientist in a lab, observing a bubbling potion. Instead of drinking it, you study it. Next time drama rears its head, say at 2 a.m. we need to talk text. Don't jump into the potion. Stand back. Watch their words like they're a movie on a screen, not your reality. Ask yourself, what are they chasing? What's the storm feeding? You can also reframe their chaos like a painter choosing a new colour. When they say you never listen, flip it. Sounds like you're craving connection right now. Let's talk about what you really need. You're redirecting the energy, like a dam channeling a raging river into calm waters. Or try the boredom test. Take them somewhere quiet, like a chilled dinner, and see if they fidget like a caged tiger. That's your clue. They're hooked on the drama drug. So why is this so important? This isn't just about dodging fights. It's about reclaiming your fucking soul. Jung's shadow. It's like a basement full of forgotten dynamite. Ignore it and it explodes, wrecking your peace. Embrace it and you're holding the detonator. By mastering this, you stop being a puppet in someone else's play and become the director of your own epic. Science backs this up. A 2018 study in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships showed drama spikes cortisol, adrenaline and dopamine, mimicking a heroin hit. It's addictive, but short-lived, leaving trust in the ashes. Break the cycle. You're not just saving relationships, you're saving your nervous system from chronic stress, which Harvard research links to heart disease and depression. This is life or dead shit, dressed up as a lover's quarrel. Your brain is a pattern-making machine, like a supercomputer running on ancient code. Drama triggers the amygdala, your lizard brain, screaming danger, feel alive. It floods you with chemicals that blur love and war. But when you observe instead of react, you activate the prefrontal cortex, the CEO of your mind, which rewires neural pathways for calm control. NLP modelling lets us copy the habits of those who have mastered this, like Jung, who faced his shadow through dream analysis, or Stoic philosophers who laughed at chaos. By pacing, mirroring their emotions to build rapport, and leading, guiding them to healthier patterns. You're hacking their brain's mirror neurons, creating a feedback loop of calm. It's like teaching a wild horse to trust the reins. You're scared because you've been programmed to think peace is boring, like a bland canvas, instead of a masterpiece. Society fed you bullshit stories. Romeo dying for Juliet, knights bleeding for damsels. They say love must hurt. You fear being the bad guy, the asshole, who walks away from her tears. That's your shadow whispering. If you're not suffering, you're not enough. Well, fuck that noise. The real fear is losing the adrenaline hit, the proof you matter. But here's the truth. You're enough without the chaos. Like a mountain standing tall without a storm to prove its strength. Ignore this, and you're signing up for a lifetime of emotional whiplash. You'll stay trapped in relationships that feel like a roller coaster designed by a madman, thrilling until it derails. The Journal of Family Psychology 2020 found 80% of arguments end with the initiator gaslighting the other into guilt. Keep playing that game, and you're the dog in the cage, shocked into helplessness. Your self-esteem crumbling like a sandcastle in a tsunami. Your kids will inherit this too, learning love means pain, perpetuating a cycle that's been fucking up families since Pandora's box. But step up, and you're planting seeds for a forest of peace, where your kids grow up knowing love doesn't need a battlefield. Drama is like a magician's smoke and mirrors. It confuses you, making your brain pliable. When they cry, you don't care. Your mind scrambles, searching for meaning, like a lost hiker. That's your chance to lead. By staying calm, you're the lighthouse in their fog, guiding them to clarity. NLP calls this pacing and leading. You match their emotional state. I see you're upset. Then pivot to your outcome. Let's figure out what's really going on. This confusion to clarity shift rewires beliefs, like updating software to fix a glitchy system. You're not just calming, you're upgrading their mind and yours. The top patterns to keep you stuck. The hero's paradox. You think saving her from chaos proves your worth. It's like a firefighter addicted to flames. You need the fire to feel heroic. Guilt traps. You apologize for storms. Like a sailor blaming himself for a hurricane. It's learned helplessness, keeping you caged. Drama addiction. You crave the intensity like a junkie chasing a hit. Peace feels like withdrawal, but it's actually freedom. Role-playing. You accept their script. Villain, savior, apologizer. Like an actor in a play that you didn't write. Break the script and you're free. Imagine you're a conductor and her emotions. They're a wild orchestra. First pace, nod, listen. Say, I get how intense this feels. You're syncing with her rhythm, building trust. Then lead. What if we tried solving this calmly, like teammates? You're steering the music to harmony. Link her values, connection, love, to your outcome, peace. I know you want us to feel close. Let's do that without the chaos. This creates rapport, like two dancers moving as one, and rewires her to see peace as love, not death. Embrace this, and your life is like a ship sailing into calm waters after years of storms. You'll sleep without dread. Your cortisol levels drop like a stone. as Harvard studies confirm. Relationships become gardens, not battlefields, growing trust instead of wounds. You'll attract women who don't need drama to feel alive, like magnets pulling toward true north. Your kids will learn love is steady, not a heart attack. But ignore this, and you're doomed to be a Groundhog Day of fights, guilt, and burnout. Your soul drained like a battery in a dying phone. As you hear these words, your unconscious mind is already shifting, like tectonic plates realigning the earth. You now believe you're a fucking warrior of peace, not a slave to chaos. Your identity is a fortress, unshaken by emotional storms. Every time you see drama, your mind flashes a neon sign. This isn't my game. You naturally observe, reframe and redirect, like a river carving a new path. Your fear of being the bad guy dissolves, replaced by the certainty that your worth isn't tied to her tears. This is your new code, running effortlessly, like a program upgrading your life. You already do it. When you didn't text back during the meltdown, you're already practicing silent observation, like a monk meditating through a storm. New ways. Next time they snap, try saying, I see you're hurting. Let's find the real issue together. It's like throwing a life raft instead of diving into a whirlpool. A client of mine, John, used this to leave a toxic relationship. 6 months later, he's with a woman who communicates like a partner, not a playwright. His stress is gone, his confidence soaring like a hawk. Mirror neurons fire when you pace their emotions, creating rapport. Leading activates neuroplasticity, rewiring both your brains for healthier patterns. You're no longer the rat in the vat, the dog in the cage, or the actor in a tragedy. You're a fucking alchemist, turning chaos into clarity, guilt into strength, drama into peace. This is your divine truth. You don't need to fight to feel alive. By mastering your shadow, you break the cycle, rewrite the script, and build a life where love doesn't hurt. The karma of action is freedom. The karma of inaction is a lifetime of chains. So step up, own your worth, and never let a 2 a.m. text steal your soul again. Type shadow into your mind right now and feel the shift, like a phoenix rising from the ashes of your old beliefs. You're done being anyone's supporting actor. This is your story now. As you sit